Dennis. The Steelers and Penguins have made us a city of champions, but those aren't all of Pittsburgh's claims to fame. Pittsburgh has been rated among the top 10 cities for most livable cities in the U.S., the best cities for working mothers, the best walking cities, best kayaking cities, and more. In fact, Pittsburgh has a long list of accomplishments, but why stop there? Match.com has just revealed the top 10 most affordable cities for dating, and Pittsburgh is #1. We're followed by Detroit, Sacramento, Phoenix, Indianapolis, St. Louis, Tampa, Orlando, Houston, and Charlotte. And this morning, Tom Smithyman, marketing director for Match.com, is here to tell us how and why our beloved Steel City really is a steal for dating. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So how did this whole ranking, was it rated?
Well, you know, it's really a really interesting story. We at Match.com have surveyed our members and found that 84% of them are taking in this crazy economic news that we're getting every day, and they're actually cutting back on the number of dates that they're going on. So we set out to try to prove to them that dating can not only be fun, but it's also affordable. And so we surveyed eateries, restaurants, bars across the country and tried to find out what the cost of an affordable date was for each city. And so we looked at an affordable date, a casual date, eating at a place like Atria's or a Mad Mex restaurant, going to the movies, having a couple of drinks, and we found that for Pittsburgh, that date was $77.80. And that put Pittsburgh as the most affordable city for dating in the U.S. Compare that to a city like Los Angeles, the exact same date is more than $50 more.
That's incredible. Yeah, $126 in Los Angeles. I mean, we really have it good here, to say the least. And I should say, speaking as a married person, you can go on dates married too, so we're all lucky, single or married.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so any other tips for, besides maybe a dinner and a movie, how to have a fun, affordable date?
There's a lot of things that you can do. I mean, something that we like to do is just take a blanket down to North Park or go to the Point and eat out under the stars. We have so many fireworks here in Pittsburgh that we can do that as well. And something that's that a lot of people haven't thought about. You just mentioned that Libby is going to be at Joseph Beth tonight. The bookstores around Pittsburgh have a great way to go and meet local celebrities or national celebrities. I just took my kids to see Bernadette Peters at a Barnes & Noble in the South Hills a couple of weeks ago. So it's a great thing to do where you don't have the pressure of going out to the bars necessarily or having to have the one-on-one conversation in a restaurant.
And you mentioned a picnic blanket. I know there's the city parks have a lot of free movies outside and concerts. All of that's free.
That's right. Local municipalities will often put out a movie under the stars night.
Yeah, fantastic. Match.com, tell me how you guys work and connect people.
Sure. It's pretty simple. You go onto a website, onto Match.com, you fill out a profile. It's pretty easy to do, and every day we will send you your matches. You also can take it upon yourself, go into the website and look at the folks who are within your area, the criteria that you set up to determine what you're looking for in a date. And we don't care what you're looking for. We're just going to do the best job that we possibly can to get you in touch with somebody who you might be compatible with.
Do you have like a success rate or numbers of people who end up together?
Well, let me put it to you this way. We have 20,000 people joining Match.com every day, and that we have literally thousands of people who quit the site every year because they have found somebody. One of the reasons why I came to Match.com, and I've only been here now 3 weeks, but I came to Match.com because my dad passed away a few years ago, and my mom didn't know what to do, and she was 55 when my dad passed away, and she was just far too young to spend the rest of her life alone. So she took it upon herself to go find somebody, and she called me up one day and said, "I'm going on Match.com. I need help with my profile." And if you can imagine an out-of-body experience, writing a dating profile for your mother, it was something else. But she has found, she actually found her husband. They got married earlier this year. So my mother is a Match.com success story. And it's one of the best parts about this job is getting on an airplane, sitting in a studio like this, and hearing people's stories across the country because they know the success that's out there by using a service like Match.com.
You walked into our green room this morning, and one of our last guests met his wife that way.
That's exactly right.
That's fantastic. All ages? I mean, you mentioned your mom, 55, so
yes,
it's
please.
not just
Yeah,
young.
I'm sure my mom's thrilled for everybody to know how old she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we service anyone from 18 and up, men, women, homosexual, heterosexual. It doesn't matter at Match.com. I will say though that our 50 and older group is by far our biggest growing group, and I think it's natural and it's great for an area like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I will say one thing: we have slightly more men than women. So, ladies, if you're thinking about making the plunge, now's the time to do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to learn more about Match.com and the dating survey and tips on recession-proof dating and other affordable cities to date, just go to kdka.com/PTL. Well, how about